What can I say? As I said, this is Joe from the Insiders. Jeff couldn't be here. Obviously, he's got his family. He's got his kids today. It's a Saturday. I just had to come on. Not really planned at all. So I'm just kind of showing my Fiend stuff up there. I didn't really feel it was necessary to, to come on camera. It's not what any of this is about. It's hi everybody. Hello all of you. I'm doing this by my phone, so bear with me. I'm not on the big screen like we usually are, but thanks for coming out. I just wanted to say a couple of things. It's sad. It really is. I put in a post on my personal Twitter that thanks Sean, thanks Deanna, that this character that Bray had, and Bray Wyatt himself creating this character, got me excited about wrestling again. I wasn't watching much, and I've told this story. I got away from it, and I, like a lot of my other friends, got kind of, it just got stale for us. It got to the point where, hi Chris, it got stale where we just couldn't, weren't enjoying it anymore. It was just repetitive and stuff like that. And then, I saw Eater of Worlds Bray and really just kind of fell in love with the character. I'm a horror fan, as you all know. Hi Dalton. Hey Scorpio. Thanks for coming out. Totally unplanned. Like I said, we didn't plan this at all. Hello is on. I can't believe this. Yeah, guys, I know. I'm stunned. Like I said, I'm surprised, but I'm not shocked, I think is the right word. When I knew he was out for so long, I knew there was something going on. I did. And usually when that stuff happens, and I think me and Jeff talked about it, it's usually never a good thing, never a good ending. I don't like when they copyright people's names either. That's kind of a telltale sign that something has to be going on. Yeah, Jody, I'm sure, is heartbroken, absolutely. Jody wanted to do an Abby's, but Jody's working. And again, Jeff couldn't really do anything today because he's with his children. That's why I figured, let me just come on and just say a few words to some of you, whoever was able to. Oops, I told you it's going to be weird with my holding the phone. To get, yeah, they said it's budget cuts, but listen, see, here's the first thing, guys. This is the first thing I'm going to say. Is that we don't know what the reason is. We really just don't. And we're not going to until Bray himself, Wyndham himself, comes out and tells us what it is. We're not going to know that. Yes, they said budget cuts, but listen, that's the answer they give for just about any reason that they cut anyone. So if I have heard from a few friends who kind of read a lot of wrestling stuff, they read the dirt sheets and stuff like that, they listen to a lot of wrestling programs, that this was his request. Now, if that was the case, hey Tazzy, how are you, man? Yeah, me too. If that was the case and it was his request, then there's a few reasons that could be. One, he's just frustrated. And two, it could be to do with Brody, his good friend's passing. And if that, Daniel, listen, there is an excuse. We just couldn't do it. Sometimes you just can't get on and do that right now. People do have work and things happen. Jeff's got his kids. I understand people are angry. I get it. But we just couldn't. Things happen. So, but if it's the other reason, and if it's because if he asked, if that's okay, I understand. I am too. I am too, and that's why I came on to do this. I if it's the other reason, we have to understand that maybe he just needed to get away from wrestling. Maybe Brody's passing never he maybe never got over it. Listen, when a friend or a family member, a good friend or family member leaves the realm of this earth, it's hard. It's hard to get over. I know a lot of you know that, and so maybe that's what it is, and we're not going to know until he. Well, yeah, no problem, Daniel. Appreciate that. We're not going to know until we hear from him, and so hopefully we will. There's been some things out there that I tried to share. Braun put up a post. I have to say thank you to, I think it's Cult of Wyndham who shared it, on his Instagram, talking about what sounds like a kind of a reunion type of thing, very cryptic post. And then Mickie James was very candid in her post, saying that, okay, you're saying that you're letting him go, blah, 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 blah. But what you really mean is that you gave his gimmick to someone else, and now you're firing him. And then, of course, Alexa came out as well. Now, here's the one thing, guys, that I don't believe in this at all. And I know this is going around the internet, too. Alexa had to make her Twitter private, which is kind of sad, but I'm sure she's getting a ton of hate right now. Just remember this, guys. Alexa's an employee, just like an employee at any. I'm buffering. I'm sorry, Daniel. I apologize if, like I said, this isn't the professional stream we normally use. So if there's any kind of things here, it's because of probably my internet or whatever the case might be. So I apologize if the picture goes wacky. I'm just doing this very impromptu on my phone. I didn't even really know I could. To be honest, I'm not the tech guy for the internet. So, but no, look, she's an employee, plain and simple. When you're an employee of a company, you do what they tell you. And if they did tell her that they wanted her to do it, she has no choice. It's like your boss tells you to do something, you have to do it. And it's that simple. And yeah, Wes, we all are. We all are. I'm just here because, again, I know nothing. All I'm going to say is this, and I'm not going to keep you guys very long. All I'm going to say is that I want to thank Wyndham for entertaining all of us through COVID, which, good God, what a time to try and entertain people. One of the worst things in humanity, in our history. I want to thank him because, for me, this old guy, this old wrestling fan, I know you guys all say I'm old and stuff like that. It's hard sometimes to get a guy my age excited about pro wrestling. I'm excited to do the show with you guys, and you guys make the shows for me. Jeff and Jody and Tazzy and Conrad and all those guys. You guys make it fun. But, it's hard to kind of get me excited about wrestling. And Bray did that because of his characters, his creativity, his ingenuity, the laughter with Funhouse Bray, the puppets, and then the horror that he brought with The Fiend. It was just such a wonderful mix of things and a wonderful idea that I haven't seen in a while. There have been similar characters, sure. Mankind, Undertaker, great characters. And it just seemed like we needed that. It does. And, it seems like we needed something like that. And so I just have to thank him. And all I want really for him is to be happy. And if this was because he had to get away. And he had to just get away for himself and his family. Then listen, I wish him nothing but the best in whatever he chooses to do. And I said in that post, the Fireflies, all of us, will always be there for him. Always. We'll follow him wherever he goes. And God, I have my personal preferences. If he stays in wrestling, I'd love to see him go to Impact. Oh my God, I think he'd fit in tremendously there. They are certainly going to let him be as creative as he wants. And they have no qualms about showing characters like him. Obviously, Su Yung with the Undead Brides, they have no qualms about that. So I'd love to see him there, although I don't think it's a big enough place for him. And listen, like them or hate them, AEW would be probably ready to snap this guy up in a heartbeat. Just because, well, several reasons really. And I don't think they'd stifle his creativity there either. Do I see him with Decay or something? Oh my God. Like I said, so many possibilities in Impact. But I don't think Impact's a small company. So the spotlight for him and the fans for him would be better served with a bigger company. So in that respect, yeah, I think AEW would be the place to go. What sucks is he can't take the Fiend name, and again, they copyrighted it. And like I said, that stuff scares me more than anything. When I hear that they copyright a name, I kind of right then and there thought, oh shit, that usually just sucks. When they do that, it's almost certain that they're doing something and there's a reason behind it. And I think that's where it all started. Whatever changed. We won't ever know. We won't ever know unless it comes on a dark side of the ring somewhere 10 years from now. We're not going to know unless Bray wants to tell us. And if he left, the last thing you want to do is blast your old company. I know that just from leaving jobs on my own. You don't want to burn bridges. You kind of just want to thank them and move on like Alistair did. But don't listen. The good news is this. Don't expect him. If he wants to, and that's the key. If he wants to, he will be wrestling again. And someone is going to pick him up quickly. And someone who will appreciate his talent more than it was. The sad part for me, you think I'm obsessed with Jason? Yeah, you see my Jason shelf, you think just a little bit. I told you, Chris, I love horror stuff. I've always been a Jason fan. That's why I like Bray, because his character reminded me of that. You know what I mean? He pulled things from Friday the 13th. So, but we will see him again if he wants us to. I have no doubt, and creativity can never be stifled like that forever. What sucks is that you have to admit that these naysayers, right? All these people who'd been saying for years and years and years, oh my God, they buried him, they killed him. Well, now all these idiots get to turn around and say, we were right. We were right. We told you. We told you that WWE buried him, that the Goldberg thing killed his character and so they're going to be coming out of the woodwork today saying they were right. And that sucks. But maybe they were, maybe WWE's creative just never knew how to use him. I read in several areas that I read up on him saying that, they didn't know how to use an invincible character. Like how, having a character like him just be, unbeatable. Well, how do you do that? Now, they had a guy who was unbeatable that never lost to WrestleMania, right? So, I don't know. It's a sad day for a lot of us. And, you guys have been with us since the start, and we made a wrestling program around Bray because we loved him so much and we loved what he was doing. And we got Jody, who is one of the biggest fans of his I've known or have seen, to do it with us. And, other channels like C Wrestling, who, devoted his time and his channel to Bray's character. We all love this character, and we love this guy so much, and it sucks. I've been through this. Lucas is heartbroken. Yeah, man, I get it. I totally get it. I've been through this before. I'm going to tilt the thing up and down. I'm trying to focus on my Bray stuff, but if I tilt it down a little bit, it's because I'm moving around here with my stupid phone. I love this character so much that, and now it's gone. And like I said, they can't do it to, they can't bring him back. If he comes back in another form, yes, we'll still have Bray himself, but the character, this character's gone, and man, that hurts. That hurts. All the theories that C came up with and Jody came up with, and there's my dog. If my wife pops in too, you'll have to excuse me. She might pop in here really quickly. I might have to move to a different room. But all of that, not being able to have it anymore, hopes and dreams kind of dashed, right? We all came up with these amazing theories all the time for all this stuff, and the only thing keeping me enjoying Alexa is that it circled around to Bray and it's come back now. I don't even know if I want to watch her anymore, making us all look bad, says Sean. Listen, and here's the other message I just want to relate to you guys too. Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. I know a lot of you guys are looking for advice. Like, what should I do? I'm confused. I just lost my favorite wrestler from the program. I don't know what to do. Do what makes you happy, guys. The last time Bray left, and I've told this story before as well, the last time he left, I had to go away from wrestling. When Eater of Worlds Bray left and he was gone for a while, I stopped watching. I left it for like 6-7 months until I saw the Funhouse thing, and I checked every day. I checked for his name every single day. Until I saw that they were doing something with the Funhouse, and then I came back. If that's what makes you happy, then that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Do what is best for you, because when it comes down to it, wrestling is entertainment. But it's tough. I've been through this. When I was younger, a lot of the wrestlers that I knew retired. And I knew I'd never see him again. And that's a little different, because you can celebrate them and stuff like that. But, I've been through this. I've seen wrestlers, athletes, and all that kind of stuff come and go. And it's never not shocking. This was shocking because of how it was done. It wasn't done on a Wednesday like they usually do cuts. To come on a Saturday, really, Jeff was the one who texted me and told me. I had no idea. I was sitting in my living room. I'm relaxing. I'm, just doing nothing. In fact, I got a bit of a foot injury, so I was keeping my foot elevated on my ottoman in my living room. I had no idea. I wasn't checking Twitter. I was watching something on TV. I had no idea, and Jeff told me. And then I went and I watched C Wrestling's video, and then I had everybody else come. And Conrad sent a message, and then it just got the floodgates opened up. So, it's just shocking. It really is. I looked up the last time we saw Wyatt was on my birthday. The good thing is, I guess, like anything, when it goes away, we all have memories. We all have the great things that we remember about him, the character, the matches, the vignettes, the Funhouse, and we'll always have that. And so, again, I'm not going to keep you guys long. I just wanted to come on and just kind of express my opinions about this a little bit. You gotta... Listen, it's a sad day. So you got to feel how you want to feel about it. If you're mad, you have a right to be mad. If you're upset, you have a right to be upset. That's, but I will tell you guys this, and you guys can spread the word. I didn't put this out there. I didn't do any planning for this whatsoever. And so spread the word. What we'll do, we obviously have a show tonight. That's an Impact pay-per-view. But we're going to have a special Abby's tomorrow that you guys can all come out. Of course, our Abby, Jody will be there. Jeff, myself, we'll bring anybody in Tazzy can come in as well. Any of the family that wants to come in and say a few words, we'll have them. We'll do that tomorrow, probably at our normal time at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And we'll talk all about it. We'll go into more details if we have them. Hopefully, maybe we'll hear something from him. Maybe he'll put something. He's kind of a private guy, though. Like Alistair went right on Zelina's Twitch and talked. I don't know that Bray or Wyndham, I'm sorry, geez. I don't know if he's going to do that. Yeah, Scott, you're right. I don't know if he's going to do that. He seems kind of like a private dude, so I don't know if he's going to come out on his Instagram or whatever, his Twitter, and talk about it. Especially if he asked for it, then he's not. I can almost but guarantee it. So, but we will have an Abby's tomorrow at 6 o'clock p.m. Honestly, guys, I don't know the future of that show now. No, Ghostface, he was released by WWE today. I don't know what the future of Abby's will be. We'll have that discussion at a later time with Jody and Jeff, and we'll decide what we want to do. So don't even really want to think about that at the moment. It's really not important. But anyway, I just wanted to come out and just say a few things. It hurts, no doubt. It's devastating for me, Jason. Yeah, it does suck, man. It's devastating for me because I was a fan. Loved what he did, loved his characters, loved what he brought to wrestling, loved what he brought to WWE, and I am certainly gonna miss it. Certainly gonna miss it. Thank you, Sean, and like I said, thanks to all the people who came in. Really appreciate it. It was just this little impromptu video. I hope I didn't mess up the video too badly with my shaking hand doing this thumb thing with the phone. But I to be honest, I just kind of looked. I didn't even know there was a go live option on YouTube that you could do this with. Great technology guy. But anyway, thank you guys. Thanks, Azan. Thank you all for coming out and joining me. Listen, I hope again, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what's gonna be right for you. If you want to stop watching WWE, I can't complain. I can't say, well, why do you want to? Listen, you gotta do what's gonna make you feel right. And if you're pissed and you're angry, and you have a right to be, you have a right to feel that way. And if stopping watching WWE is gonna make you feel better, hey, listen, there's plenty of other shows for you guys to watch. Come out with us and watch Impact. Whatever. So if that's what makes you feel better about it, then do it. Hey, Conrad, do whatever is going to make you feel the best to do. But all I can say is, just before I get out of here is Bray Wyatt, Wyndham Rotunda, I don't know if you're listening, if you ever have checked out our show before. But you can see there's like 20 some people in the chat right now just hanging with me. And all I got to say to you is that thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you've done. Done enough to have us make a show about you, which I hope that you got to see, and I hope you're proud of, because a lot of work went into it. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and a lot of work from Jeff with graphics and such, and of course all the work from Jody that she did week by week by week by week. But thank you so much for entertaining us, for getting us through a pandemic, and for getting our minds off of the horribleness that's outside of our doors. Getting us to laugh, or getting us maybe scared a little bit. But thank you so much. And man, I wish you the best in whatever it is that you choose to do going forward. Shelby, I mentioned that earlier. We don't know yet. We just don't know. I'm going to let that up to Jeff and Jody. It's their show. So we'll discuss that maybe tomorrow on Abby's window that we have. So we'll see. But Bray, whatever you wish, what you choose to do with your life in the future, whether it's wrestling or whether it's not, thank you so much from myself, from Jeff, from Jody, especially from Tazzy, Conrad, our whole Insiders family, and of course all of you guys. Bray, we will always be wherever you are, man. We're Fireflies forever. And hopefully we'll be able to light the way for you somewhere down the road. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for hanging with me for this half hour or so. We will see you tonight. Hopefully you come out for the Impact pay-per-view. Of course, we'll chat about whatever you want to chat about. I know this is going to be top of mind for many people today. So hopefully we'll see you a little later. And you guys all take care and try to enjoy, the rest of your day. And I'll talk to you all soon. See you later, everybody.